What time is it? Gym time. So at that stage we're about to head to the gym. I just wanted to show you what I'm going to have before I go. I haven't eaten too much today. I had a couple of normal meals and things like that, but I want to get a good carb load in because I'm going in. I'm going to do some bag work and some functional work, and I'm going to take you guys through, give you some exercises that maybe you can go and play with and have a go with a couple of new tips and tricks on the bag too. My go-to is cereal. So I have the high impact kind of shreddies kind of thing going on here alongside this fruit and fibre. Roxy, really? That's right. Keep walking, sister. Keep walking. So the fruit and fibre is full of obviously dried fruits and things like that, which is exactly what you want. Fast acting and very good. The fibre is probably not the best thing to have in there, but I just love it. Oi! It's not your time. Shh. Whereas the wheats are obviously just pure carbs. So filling those up in there, that's going to hit me around about in there 50 grams of carb. Then I'm going to have alongside health banana as well, because you've got the potassium in your banana, and also a very good nice one that burns quite slowly through the workout, but not so slow that it doesn't get used. So today we're going to go do some bag work. We're going to go in and do, because it is cold as hell, we're going to do a 5-minute warm-up, nice steady way, just loosening everything up. So it's going to be a working round, but it's going to be a steady pace, almost like if you imagine steady state kind of cardio. Then we're going to go into 1-minute rounds, 30 seconds rest, and I'm going to go through a couple of little hints about being in close to the bag and how to throw some punches properly to avoid hurting yourself, for people who just want to go on the heavy bag and have fun, but obviously avoid twinging and hitting things wrong. And obviously it's going to be a benefit to help learn to throw punches properly. So we're going to go through that. So I'm going to eat this, and we're going to go do that. What in the blue hell is going on with fucking YouTube? I've had you guys messaging me all week after the other video that I did saying to support your creators. Make sure that you're clicking on the bell on the channel so that you're getting notified of when we're uploading. So a lot of you guys have been saying that YouTube has unsubscribed you to my channel. Numerous people messaging me this. It's unbelievable. And I thought we kind of escaped the viewing slam on things in the UK, but it seems like it hit my channel last week. And for some reason, I don't know what it is, what they fucked up or what they're doing. A lot of you guys obviously aren't being notified, so make sure that you are checking your subscriptions, maybe unsubscribe and resubscribe if you think it's a little bit dodgy. That just make sure that you're checking in and see when people are uploading their videos, because obviously the notification things is a bit right now. I mean, think about it. Think if you went through all the effort of filming things, making good content, editing it well so that you guys like it, getting a really good reaction, getting really positive vibes from you. My subscription has been flying up, so my subscribers are going up and up and up in number. We just hit over 300,000 the other day, and we're already at nearly 310,000. It's like it's doing what Facebook did, where all it would do would push things that had a stupid interaction rate because of the title names and views and stuff. Like, you know, the David Lade and myself motivational video that I did that you guys loved, that's like 70 or 80k, that's done good, but again, generic titling. The 10k challenge is what, like 600, 700,000 views? It just makes no sense. No sense. I don't know. It's really annoying. It's really annoying. But carry on, do our thing. The positive response I'm getting from you guys is amazing. Please just keep liking the videos, comment what you'd like to see, help each other out in the comment section. Make sure if someone asks a question, you know the answer to it. Do not be afraid to answer it. Even if you're wrong, someone will tell you it wrong and tell you what's the right answer. So you've learned, even if you put something wrong. Yeah, who cares? We're not all perfect. Hey Lee, come on! Why don't I care too much though is because this weekend we filmed the start of the brand new series. So it's going to be filmed this weekend, and then it will be edited, and hopefully we'll get it up and live within a 7-day period. It has to be in a short time frame because I can't go dark for that long. And basically, once this is filmed, I'm kind of off social media until it's uploaded because of what we're doing. So change is coming. too thick. Too thick. Perfect. Layers, 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 layers. While still allowing for restriction-free movement with the compression wear on top, then cycling shorts underneath, compression shorts underneath, with leggings over the top and then shorts over the top of those. Reason I do that is because it's going to keep the heat in all around kind of my glutes, my hip flexors. It's going to keep my groin nice and warm. It's going to keep my balls warm. Once they get warm, it's going to keep the heat in there, and that's going to help me, especially because of the injury I suffer from, which is the glute med and kind of like tight hip flex and stuff like that. Keeping those areas warm, especially the groin when it's cold, is really important, because if you've ever pulled your groin, you know how bad it is. If you've never pulled it, I hope you don't. It is the fucking worst thing you can do. So basically this is just prevention. Prevention is better than cure. So it's a layer up, but layering up in things that aren't going to restrict my movement. So I'm not got hoodie upon hoodie upon hoodie on there. You know, I'm not going to be this like lump of cotton. And that's why I went for a more of a slim fit look to it. So it's not like kind of like thick fleece lined hoodie. This one's more of a body fit one. So I'll be able to do a couple of rounds in that and then strip down to just the compression wear once I've warmed up a little bit. A lot of you have been asking what are the boots that I wear. They're just these. And they're freaking old. I mean, look at the toe ends and how much I've had them, how long I've had them. Fair testament to them. I've worn them loads. 30 quid or something. They are cheap, cheerful, functional. Right, let's get changed. Car, gym, glove up. Long sleeve over the top. Base layer tank. Shorts with the leggings on underneath. Digital camo print on them. They're pretty cool. And then underneath these I've got the cycling shorts on underneath those. Minion socks, standard. Banan. That's as much as that's going to close. Don't forget the banana. Getting the body moving, rotating, concentrating on level changes, getting the hips rolling, not going hell for leather, just doing light shots, one or two heavy shots after another, just to get the body warmed up and ready to go. I kind of get those movements in my head, trying to improve on hip rotation rather than arm rotation, and today really concentrating on keeping things really nice and tight, so not leaving myself open, like throwing big wide swinging hooks, working more on rolling the hips through and letting that hook go at the last moment. And learning to throw the right hand without twitching. It's easy to throw a jab because it's natural, but to throw the right, you can often give it away with this like loading or twitching, so you're like, bam, trying to just get used to just throwing it without giving it away. And then we're going to go through distance of how you throw your punches, hooks, and those uppercuts. So now I'm going to go on to 1 minute rounds, 30 seconds rest, voice over Lex, take it away. Cheers YouTube, Lex, and we're in with some uppercut technique work. Now, again, we're all learning and moving along, so this is just how to throw punches without hurting yourself and try to build a good technique. With the uppercut, it's up close and personal. You want to drop your body weight, stay nice and tight, roll your hips right through, but the main part here is you're dropping at the knees and then coming up and through with the hips. And the best thing to do on a heavy bag is actually throw a body uppercut for safety. If you are going to throw it to a higher point like the chin, just understand you're not going to connect fully and you do want to angle it a little bit more than you would if you were to do it in sparring. Again, get in nice and close, drop that weight through and really roll the hips, staying nice and tight. Just like we did with the hooks before when we were talking through that. Nice and close, turning the palms in, knuckles away. That's your close hook. You're letting the hips roll right through before releasing just towards the end. Give it a go. It'll feel really natural when you do it, but it helps keep you nice and tucked and tight and keep that guard up. Get used to throwing doubles, singles, 1-2s. Just have a good practice. This is all about learning, so you don't need to be perfect, but one thing to stop you making errors is closing distance for that hook. So here you see me working off the jab and the straights to close the distance, and then I'm throwing the hook correctly at close range. Because throwing them from distance is where most people hurt themselves and go wrong. So taking a look at a distance hook, it does change. You actually throw with knuckles over. Here I'll slow it down for you. You can see that the knuckles will come over and it's almost a big looping shot. Still a left hook, but that's how you throw it safe from distance. Then you can throw a distance shot into close. You'll see how the hook changes over the knuckles and then turned in. So you're actually throwing two hooks, but they look different, but they're actually both correct. So just make sure that you are understanding where you're at to when you throw the punch. Then we went on and I did 6 1-minute rounds with 30 seconds rest. And here's my final heavy round just to show you the momentum and the kind of pace that I worked at.
So that was the final power round. I went between speed and power from round to round. So there was a 5-minute starter and then 6 of those. And then we moved on to the Killers circuit. This is 5 set stations that you go 30 seconds for each station, no rest between. You get a rest between rounds, and you're going to do 5 or 6 rounds. The first station, 30 seconds, hip thrusts. You can do this with, like I'm doing here, is a 25 plate, or you can do it with kettlebells. The goal of this is to fire through with your hips, glutes, and it's more about the legs and the fire through from the hips. You're actually not lifting from the shoulders, so avoid that. You're just using the shoulders as a pendulum. Moving on from there, it was into burpee, into a pull-up. If you can avoid having to jump, all the better, but here it added an extra element of having to coordinate a jump into a pull-up. Again, you're trying to get as many as you can in 30 seconds and just keep firing through. This is all about cardio and pushing yourself. Then on to weighted punch-outs with the Olympic bar, which is a 20 kilo bar, and then I had 10 kilos by 2 5 plates, so obviously it makes the plate smaller. It means you can get the bar in tighter. Look to roll your hips through that and make sure you're really firing from the hips. Then on to ab work, cycles, double leg raises, no-handed double leg raises. Whatever you're capable of doing, you just keep going. Maybe try and do 10 seconds of each style. And finally onto the good old press-ups, making sure you've got a decent wide stance on there. Abs are tight, not dropping at the knees, and really driving through, keeping elbows in line with the wrists. 5 2.5-minute rounds. Give it a go. Push yourselves.
As usual, here until the shutters go down, those 2.5-minute rounds. I managed to get in 4 or 5 of those. I don't remember. I literally threw up in my mouth. What? Yeah, that's it. Still there. So, wow, they're good. Just be careful on those burpee jump pull-ups. Try and use something that you don't really have to jump for, because when you get tired, if you miss that jump, it can be a bit nasty. So do as I say, do what I do, but I ain't responsible for you falling on your face. Right, home. I'll see you. I'll see you tomorrow. This will be one of the last videos that you're going to see of me doing this stuff. Later this week, we will start the brand new series that we're going to continue through 2017. This is an all new goal set, an all new training set, and an all new Lex. So be prepared, because change is coming. Lex out.